black hole sun, so bright when it burns, so dark when it's done. So hard to relate to one when I find myself tripping off that blunt, tripping off this blunt. So I might be blunt if I do confront you. Don't run, no, don't run from the black hole sun.
I just picked a new bitch up in a Volvo truck. Said she never seen LA. I put her on a plane, she's so in love. You ain't better watch yourself. Why you act like that? You don't need no help.
And hello everybody, and welcome to our new round in, in Zandvort. Yes, so today we have round 6 of VDRL, and it is in the beautiful state of the Netherlands and the beautiful country of the Netherlands in Zandvort. We have the tricky and the tricky track with a very fast lap times we have today, and it's again with the amazing league in VDRL. So it is the new round again, when we only have 8 people now, unfortunately. But here are the driver standings, which there are Villusion, Marius, who's in first place in the team standings, is in the lobby. Also Villusion, who's second with 78 points behind Marius, is 116, is also in the lobby. Meshu is also Mr. Quota, and NS, who's a reserve, both in the lobby. And then in the lobby we also have just Pushy and DMag, who will be racing today, fortunately or unfortunately for some people maybe. So this will be an exciting showcase of racing again. Last race Villusion was the person who won the race, and after that came in second place was Marius, and then Alex, who cannot join us, or could join us today, but we will see about that, because he is still tentative about that thing. Also Power20 is the other person who could be or should be joining us. So we have about 7 to 9 people, so it's not a bad attendance, not a very good one either. But if you want to help that, be sure to join the league with the link down below, where you can click it and then join and sign up if you want. The teams Steam standings have changed, up in down 1 place, but only 2 points behind Red Bull, and Red Bull coming up to first place. Infinity is also in the lobby. The other Scuderia Ferrari HP is in the lobby too. And as I say that, the Ferrari is gone down the team standings to 3rd. Mercedes is still 4th. McLaren up a place to 5th place. Red Bull leading the championship by only 2 points, which is very close, ahead of Alpine. So we can now go to this screen, and we are going to be starting in 4 minutes. Hopefully everybody could change their settings, because the last race there was new graphics that we wanted to test out, but we couldn't really see as Power20 joins, and now there's 9 people in this lobby, which is beautiful. You could have 10 maybe, but it's a probably not. So the graphics that I was talking about, I will try it again. It's also just a normal. I mean, I'm testing it out, so maybe it could be not that good. It also could be very good. As you can see, here are the leaderboard, and then there's sectors. You can see in the bottom right corner. There's also live speed, and then pit lane is up there. And ERS battery is right there on the screen. We would not use the ERS battery. Also, there's, if you guys know something about these overlays in SimHub and how to change them, because I was also testing that out but couldn't really find out how to change between outside and when you go inside the car from POV angle. Couldn't really change the graphics on how they show, unfortunately. So if you guys know anything about that, please let me know. Make sure that you tell me. But now there's only 1 minute remaining till the race start. We're gonna go and wait for that. As we are readying up for the race, only 4 seconds left, and we are going to be on the way for the for round 6 of VDRL. It's gonna be a short qualifying and a 36 lap race in this interesting track. You know, there's some built corners that are very hard to master. So it will be a interesting one. As we are going to go on the way. Okay, now gonna maybe try to do this. It says there's Alonso in them. Don't know why, really. We are going to head out. The first round, and we are not going to be using this, definitely. Okay, now everybody is going out one by one. Oh, not the minimap. onto full map, full track map, yes. So yes, now everybody is going out. And the first one out is probably Mr. Enes. I think Enes, yeah, that's the right name. Enes is the first one out on this beautiful track. I'm sorry, okay, I'm not gonna use this projected here. Okay, now here we go for the first lap of this qualifying session. Just behind his teammate who just came out of the pits. Let's see what can he do in this first race. Oh, not his first race, that's his second race in the Petronas Mercedes. First sector, 24.137. I heard that a good lap time is about 106.8 or it's about 6 or 7. So 8.6 to 8. As we are now heading into the last sector, as purple sector 2, just closely going for his teammate. Maybe his teammate Kota could bring a slipstream for Enes or Ghost, as there's a lot of slipstream. A beautiful teamwork, a 109.3 for the first Mercedes, as now Marius is going to finish his lap also. Let's see what his time is gonna be. It's going to be a 108.496. So almost a second, not a second faster. As Powerten goes fastest with 108.666. Infinity goes second. 108.709. As Enes gets pushed down to 4th. Kota now, Illusion. D-Mag cannot cross the finish line, invalidated. Illusion now gonna start his lap. Also, Kota, second sector is purple. He could be in the contention for provisional pole position with these very early stages of qualifying. 13, almost 14 minutes left. Skota is now going to go for across the line, 108.375, almost a second faster than his teammate, almost 3/10 faster than Powerten, who's in second place. As D-Max gonna wait for his teammate and also get him a slipstream. A little bit of a slipstream. As Illusion, I don't think he's pushing. Yeah, he's not pushing. Into the boxes, into the pit he goes. Probably. Everybody is now probably going into the pits. It seems that Infinity is pushing hard though. Yes, he is pushing. Overtake on for this gentleman. So I'm just going to restart my application. Maybe work now, hopefully. No, it doesn't. It kind of works, but it doesn't really, unfortunately. This would have been a very good thing to see, but it's not gonna work, unfortunately. Okay, so now Infinity on to his end of his sector and goes off the track and into the grass or the gravel trap. Just Pushy is now gonna start his lap also. Mashu closely behind him, and D-Mag is still in the pits. Marius is on a fast lap though. Sorry, Marius, yes, Marius not on a fast lap, sorry. I mistaked that a little bit. He is on a second, I think, second hot like tire warming, or just going into the pits. Could be the case also. Now Just Bushy is going into the last corner of second sector, and he has the USGP livery right now. Incredible livery for the Texas Grand Prix in real life, from the only American team still in F1. Next year it will be also Cadillac with the Americans representing, as Just Pushy goes across the line and still 7th in the standings. So let's see what Meshu can do. Third sector is not too good as he goes, second sector not too good as he goes into the pits. Also Villusion now into the pits he goes. Meshu has left the session, probably connection issues. School to said it was a PB. Yes, it was. It was a 108.3 and a very strong lap from the Lithuanian himself. So now he's on his out lap now, gonna try to improve even more on that lap. Let's see what he can do. With that, his teammate closely following behind. I think there's going to be some helping with from each other. These two are very close, both Lithuanian drivers. So I mean, also not just in relationship but in distance they are very close. As now Infinity gonna start his lap probably. Yes, he will. He's going for another strong lap, a little bit of a lockup going into turn 3. As now he gets led by VDRL. He goes fastest in sector 1, the purple sector 1, and he's improving by 1/10, which if he keeps it, he could go up to maybe even second place. He needs a lot more improvement for that provisional pole position and to take it away from Kota. A 2.5 tenths improvement in the second sector. Also, that is also purple. Let's see for the Tarzan corner, and goes on the crest again into the barriers, and that will be a crucial mistake from Infinity again. Unfortunate circumstances. Illusion and D-Mag both goes across the line. Kota not improving anything, but NS is improving at purple sector 2. Now onto the Tarzan corner he goes, one of the most feared corners in the calendar, not making the same mistakes as Infinity. But not getting any slipstream from his teammates either. It's going to be a 108.989, which is only good for 6th place, as where he was before also. But he's not far off Marius. It's only done a 108.946, but can he improve with on that time now? Not going into the box, 108.808, and that's he still keeps his 5th place. Now Illusion is up by 1.43 seconds from 14 tenths. Not gonna work though. D-Mag up to 2nd place. overtaking both NS and Just Pushy. The Irish driver has gone up to 6th place. Not a bad performance by him. Also only 1.6 away, 1.6 tenths away from Marius, the championship leader and the Alpine carrier. Zandvort is on his end of second sector 2, a purple sector 2, but not improving anything. That's a not really a thing to see much. As he goes now onto the Tarzan chicane, Tarzan corner. This big, very strong corner. Still third, keeps his place. Infinity on his outlap now. Everybody is going into the pits except Just Pushy, who is also going to the pits. Sorry, but except he's also Marius also going in the pits. This man right here, Infinity, looking for improvement. Also his teammate, who is on his outlap and the end of his outlap. Also, is Marius gonna start another lap? No, he will not. Meshu will. On his outlap, didn't set a time yet because he invalidated a lot of times, probably. Maybe it was just a ruse for the others. Now he goes and tries to get that a place away from his teammates, his main driver probably. Maybe they're not drivers, but probably the biggest competition that he could have, because I mean you should beat his teammates if you want to be #1 driver. Little bit on the grass, Meshu goes, but it's not going to be the. I mean, it's not gonna matter that much. For the goes now for the end of sector 2, the end of this straight of 47.9. Don't know if that could be a good time. It's just on 44s. It's definitely not a purple sector 2. He just needs to get a lap time in, at least. I mean, to just keep his pride and joy. And it's going to be a 108.862, pushing down D-Mag from 1 place and taking 6th place. Now Infinity also looking for improvement. He will not improve and goes into the pits. Infinity, as he did not improve, unfortunately for him. Meshu did, and up to 6th place he goes. But now Illusion also on his outlap and gonna start his lap now, trying to get that provisional pole position, or now even could be saying pole position, because it's very late into the qualifying, only 3 minutes left. That's about 2 laps, or 1 outlap and 1 fast lap worth of time, or maybe 2 fast laps actually. As now he goes and tries to get that pole position taken away from Mr. Quota, the previous world champion, the reigning world champion, looking to perform strong again in this, not strong again, but strong again in this season. And also, he's performing strong because it's a purple sector 2 for Illusion. Now on to the fast and long right-hander. And it's going to be a ticking down bomb. It's going to be a 108.389, only about 10 thousandths of a second away from Mr. Quota. That would be a very good lap, but Mr. Quota just goes and does it again and gets that provisional pole position still. I mean, Just Pushy could still do something about it. Also, Powered Van was now on to his fast lap. Little bit of a lock-up, not that much though. Can we see what how much time is left. We can't really. Unfortunately, Powered when not improving anything. 1 second down from his previous. Yes, he is on his in lap to the box probably, as Mr. Quota is also out of the box. Marius on his out lap too. Now it's going to be the last chances for these drivers to take that pole position and have their chances of winning this race and increasing their points up again, as everybody is now on their out lap. Mr. Quota, Anas is going to be the first one to go out, and then it would be Powered who's just going for, I think he is pushing. Yes, he is pushing. Oh, and that's a big slide, a big oversteer moment for Powered. I don't know if that's gonna help him. Probably not. So he's going for improvement. Not that much down from his time though. A very interesting case to see now. But Marius also starting his lap now. So D-Mag is gonna start his lap now. Onto the first corner he goes. Also Mr. Quota. A big lockup in turn 3. Not really a good sight to see from the Lithuanian, or for him at least, as he is 0.044 away from his best lap time. He said it is a personal best. It would be hard to really improve on that, as now Marius has invalidated, and that will not be a good sight to see from him. Fortunately, he is up from the pole position contentions, but now Quota, can he improve even more on his lap time and take even more? No, he will not, and he almost goes into the barriers. It was a very good try from him. He is almost into the barriers. Here comes D-Mag. He is into the box, and that's a unfortunate sight to see. He is in the middle of the track though, which is not going to be very good for Mr. Infinity, who is going to who is up by 2/10, and he goes fastest after a big wait. Infinity is your pole position winner, and he is up to first place, beating Quota's absolute beautiful time, and the pole position goes to Infinity, and he's gonna start the race in first place, 65, beating Quota by 65 thousandths of a second. Illusion is third, very close to Infinity also. And then there's Powertwan in fourth, to Marius in fifth, Meshu, and then NS, D-Max in 8th, and Just Bushy is in 9th place. But the whole grid is very close to each other, except Just Bushy. But until D-Mag, it is within 7/10. As now we are going for the race of round 6. It's going to be an interesting battle to see. Very close the first three are. The first three are very close to each other, as you could see in the qualifying. And it is a very good race for looking to be a very good race for this round of VDRL. We are going to see if it's going to be any interesting changes in tires or anything. We can check for race director. Powered when NS and Just Pushy is choosing to be on the hard tires. Yes, now we are going to see for ourselves what these guys can do, and if they will, I mean, not kill each other into turn 1, but at least have a great fight. The first two, we are the first three are, we know it's very close, but apart from them, I think everybody could have the chance for a victory here, as there's 2, 3, 4 and 5 red lights, and we are on the way. Mr. Kota gets a great start on Infinity, but Infinity looking to not give up his place. A little bit of a contact between those two, as now it's almost 3 wide into the end of sector 1. Illusion goes outside of Mr. Quota, still side by side, and a bit of a contact between those two. As Mr. Quota, they are still battling for the position, but now Illusion will let Mr. Quota by. He knows it's a useless race. He could still get Quota back, and he is getting Quota back. A big send on the inside, but that inside turns to the outside, and Quota gets his place back. And now we are going for at the end of sector 2. Still looking forward to that. Meshu and D-Mag closely battling it out, as Meshu goes into the gravel trap, and that will lose him position away from D-Mag. Unfortunately for him, it was not a bad battle, but it was not the greatest either, as Infinity goes fastest, of course. As now we are on to the second lap of the race. Mr. Kota still. We can see here the possible race strategy. It's definitely going to be a 2-stop, which is interesting. We saw in the last race that it's not necessary, as Illusion goes off the track and hits the billboard, but now he has even more things to see, and that's D-Mac, his teammate. He is now behind him, and very closely behind him. Powered Van goes up to third, of course, because of that mistake. Very unfortunate circumstances for him, as we could also see another one. The possible race strategy is hards, mediums to hards again. The interesting strategy, as Kota is now gaining on Infinity. Fastest lap of the race in the Mercedes AMG, as Power 20 is now almost outside of the 1 second marker. Also Illusion is almost a second farther behind from Power 20. Unfortunately circumstances for him again, as we are still heading and going in. As Mr. Kota is now very closely and also fastly, I don't think there's a word like that, is very close to very close to Infinity, and just gaming on him every single lap or every single corner. He looks, it seems that Kota has a better chance at the second sector and the first and second sector, because there's a lot more corners there than in the end sector, because he's still 5 tenths away. Now having DRS, Illusion goes fastest, now inside within the 1 second of Power 20, and lost his teammate back there. His teammate is 1.6 away from him, but now the first 4 are very closely behind first four. Yeah, the first four is very closely behind each other. As probably the closest to race victory is Mr. Quota, of course, only 4/10. Or I mean, it seems that as Bashu has retired from the session and he's off into the barrier he goes, and that's a unfortunate for him. But it seems, as I was saying, it seems that Infinity and Kota's gap, it's going from 3/10 to up to 7 in the end of the lap, and when Kota gets DRS it goes down to 3/10 again. I don't know till when can Infinity keep his energy up in the DRS. Probably knows, as Vilusion is almost outside of this 1 second, but Infinity probably knows that Kota, it's very hard to overtake in the first and second sector, because there's not that much of a not that much of a chance of overtaking here. The walls are very close, and also if he makes a mistake, I mean Kota, he could lose even 2 positions here, because as you can see it's very close between those 4. So they are almost, I mean, the first 3 are within 1 second, and Villusion is also 6/10 behind Powertwam. So it's not that much. They are slowly but surely going away from the pack behind them, and that is D-Mag, Marius and NS, and also Jess Bushy. Marius is very far behind D-Mag, almost more than 8.5 seconds sometimes. But now Kota closer than ever, almost 2/10, only 2/10 difference, as Just Pushy is in the middle of the track, and the Tarzan corner got him, and he is now back on his feet. That was a scary moment for him, probably, as now Villusion is also as closer than before to Powertwam. These 4 are showing what can he do, as Mr. Kota goes inside into the inside of Infinity and gets the pass done, as Powertwam is now eager for that overtake on Infinity, but Infinity will have the DRS. Powertwam very close, 3 wide into the first corner. Will Powertwam still choose the inside line? Yes, he will. Kota goes onto the inside, contact between those 2, as there's a big push between, as Infinity goes into the inside and blocks Kota from the door, closes the door, as 2 wide. A little bit of contact again. We can see the popcorn flying from the cars. But Kota and Powertwam, and also Infinity, keeps all of their places. Infinity, as he gets overtaken in the last corner, he immediately gets it back. But that is a good sign to Kota that he shouldn't go for the overtake here. He's still gonna try though, putting the pressure on Infinity. Very close to each other, almost no gap between those 2. I wouldn't put even my pinky between the 2. This Powertwam gets a little bit of a moment, goes on the grass. Now is very close to Mr. Kota. Mr. Kota is a little bit farther behind, as Villusion looks onto the inside also. Powertwam, a big contact between Powertwam and Mr. Kota, almost pushing Mr. Kota out of the track. Powertwam not having any damage though on his front wing, and as is now in the box. Yes, we should definitely switch back to these four, who is very close to each other again. Now Illusion always, as always, he's only 2 or 3 tenths down from Power Twem. It's Mr. Kota. Will he try another overtake on Infinity? He knows that it won't work. He's regaining his battery though, I think, because we could see there a red flashing light. As now Infinity pulls a little bit of a gap to Mr. Kota, and it's a 7 tenths gap between those two. Infinity goes into the box as Power Twin now looking for the overtake on Mr. Kota. I think Kota got a little bit distracted by Infinity pitting, but still side by side as Kota gets the probably better line, and but no, because Power Twin is still pushing just as hard as he could for that first place. And there's a big contact, both of them slide out and Illusion gets first place. What an incredible battle, lost by lost by eagerness, and Kota down to 4th place. Infinity on the hard tires now, probably just chilling in his 5th place, because he knows that these 4 are very close to each other. As Illusion is from the last in the back, 4th place, which is still not bad. He goes up to first now. Won't have DRS, but he goes into the box. And let's see that tire changing will go onto the hard tires. It's a fast pit stop. Also Mr. Kota in the pits too, hard tires also. So only Power Twin has not pitted yet. Marius up to 2nd place and Infinity up to 3rd. The undercut worked and gained even more, I think, than he expected. To Illusion, he's 1.3 seconds away from Illusion, and almost 4 seconds away from Mr. Kota, of course, with that accident. But that was a hell of a battle between the two. I think Illusion got the better end of it, and also Power Twin. Kota was very unlucky again with that battle, as he was in the last 2-3 races. So now Illusion seems to be struggling to gain anything on Infinity. Of course, they both have about the same old tire ages, but it seems that Infinity is just faster than Illusion. As I'm saying that, if Illusion is within this 1 second gap now, or I think he peaked inside of the 1 second gap, as now he is, and could have the chance of overtake. Power Twin still are not pitted yet, or neither did Marius. As Illusion has gained a lot more than I expected, almost 4 tenths within just a sector. As now he is only 8 tenths, 8 tenths behind Infinity, now only 7.5. As he goes and will look forward to that position, both regaining their battery as much as possible. Just Pushy gets a 3-second time penalty though, not matter that much for us. So now Illusion is now very close to Infinity. We'll have the DRS, but Infinity won't. We'll definitely gain a lot of time. Illusion with the fastest lap of the race. That's why he gained that much time, and now he's 3.1 tenths away. Just Pushy is probably was in the barrier. back to Illusion and Infinity's battle. And also, Infinity is gaining on Marius. He could have the chance to counter-attack Illusion's tactics of, just staying behind and gaining as much as possible. It's not really a tactic, it's just simple racing. But he could counter-attack the DRS for Illusion, from Illusion, as he is now within 1 second of Marius. As Marius, it seems that he's fighting with Infinity. Marius little drifts across the whole thing, and I don't think that Infinity made that very good choice. Of course, Marius will defend away from Illusion also, but now Infinity won't have the DRS, and both Marius and Illusion will. It seems that I set myself up, I played myself, and Marius will defend against Illusion, and they're still side by side, losing a lot of time to Illusion against Infinity. As Marius is down to 4th place, of course, and now will not join this battle and be the third party against Illusion, really. As Powerton is still not pitted yet. Could he be going for the one stop? No, he will not. He is still on hard though. Where what he wanted, what he started on. It could be a thing that he's going for the one stop, but I don't think this is possible though. You need to have very good tire management for that one stop to work. As now Illusion is now almost only 6 tenths away from Infinity, almost 4 tenths, now 2 tenths, and they have switched places. And Illusion is up to 2nd place, of course provisional 1st place, because Powertman hasn't pitted yet and is still looking for the pit window for him to open. I think it's going to be to about in lap 17 or 18 or 19 maybe, because these guys pitted in lap 12 and was on the mediums, so I think a 7 or 8 laps more would be good for them. As Infinity still, it looks like he lost his pace a little bit when switching to the harsh tires. Maybe could be overheating or something happened to them. Interesting sight to see. He will have DRS, and now we'll go for the inside line. Infinity up to 2nd place again, and that's a beautiful overtake on Illusion, but Illusion didn't really try, to be honest. He just went and done it and let Infinity by a little bit, as they're still fighting. But let's see from Illusion's POV, and I just listen to the engine roar. Oh, Just Pushy has retired from the session, unfortunately in the pits, so it will be a normal retirement, no safety car intended. As Illusion will now have DRS and will gain a lot of time. We can see on his steering wheel DRS enabled, and that's a clean pass to 2nd place. However, still not pitted yet. Very rare thing to see, to not pit in the lap 16. It's only lap 16. For the hards, it's probably good. we are now gonna go into lap 17 of this race. Infinity and Illusion still battling it out on track, but not really. Not that they're not gaining on Powertvan. Powertvan is very fast. He's not pitting because he's on the hard tires, as now Infinity, they're just switching places really. Marius and Anas, sorry for this, I missed this action, as Marius and Anas battling it out on track for 6th place, as Anas has lost his position from the championship leader, who is, underperforming for his pace. Maybe he's not that fast in this track. A little bit, it seems that he's underperforming. Maybe I could be wrong though. So it's interesting to see that how a person's entire pace could change depending on the track, and if they good at it or no. But he is very much better than Anas for sure, because he has gained a lot of time as Illusion and Infinity again switches places. Here, Marius is now almost second, has gained almost a second away from Anas. That's probably just gonna increase and increase one by one. Now Anas has the DRS, of course. We gain a little bit of time on Marius. Marius could just gain, I think, gain it back in the first and second sector. He's now 7.7 tenths away. So we're gonna switch back to Infinity and Illusion. For their battle, as they're still battling it out for provisional first place, because they could be fighting for that. Powertvan didn't pit yet. They are gaining on Powertvan slowly but surely, again and again, as I think they forgot about fighting. They will not fight and will not defend from each other, and just wants to gain time to Powertvan, even though he still needs to pit at least once. But I think they need to pit as well, so I think their main concern is about Powertvan going for a one-stop strategy, because he now is on about 18 lap of tires. So if he just keeps this up, then he could be very much a pain in the rear end for these guys if they don't gain any time for them on him. If he makes a one-stop strategy, first of all, I will stand up and clap, because that's a very hard thing to do in this track, as we saw in the race strategy. And second of all, he is in the pits in lap 20, switching to the medium compound. Will he go 16 laps on the mediums, or will he just 17 laps actually? Will he go to another pit stop? So Mr. Quota has now went up to third place after the crash with Powertvan, and that undercut worked for him. It was a long undercut. They definitely worked out for him, as Powertvan is now 3.67 seconds away from him. Illusion and Infinity now really fighting for P1, not just provisional P1. Now really fighting for P1. Sorry, Javad. As now Illusion and Infinity is fighting for P1, as I said. And Mr. Kota is third. They make a fight, or will they fight, or won't? Because it seems that also Mr. Kota gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. That is unfortunate for him. But he makes the switch to another hard compound after I think 8 laps on the on the hards, which is very interesting as Marius goes up to 4th place. And did he pit yet? Annes gets a 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane after going with after his teammate. That is an unfortunate mistake for him. As Annes gets a ridiculous something happened there probably. He spins out and he goes into barrier. As Infinity goes into the pits now. Power then with the fastest lap of the race goes, and Annes is retired from the session, and that's a full course yellow. And I think it's a virtual safety car, could be yes, it is a virtual safety car. As you can see, that Powertrain is not pushing at all. This is a very good, very good thing for Powertrain, a good strategy option, because he only went out for one pit stop, and now we have the chance to even make a better use of his tires because of this virtual safety car. He doesn't need to push that hard to catch up to the illusion. He just needs to keep his tires within the optimal range. And Javad, so you can go down below in the description, and there will be a Discord link, and you can sign up there, I think. So if you really want to, and okay, so not in there, but in the bio of the race or of the channel, you can go and you can see the Discord link there. You can join if you want. There, hopefully it will work. If it doesn't work, the link doesn't work, then just let me know. But you can definitely sign up and try to defeat these guys if you want. As Infinity now on to Illusion. Powertrain is first. That is a rare sight to see. I mean, not in this race, but overall, as I don't know how he got to first. Probably the Illusion pitted for a new set of hards. But now he got his rival in this race, Infinity, behind him, as they will go fight for second place. Will Powertrain still go for the one-stop strategy, or will he go for the usual and the normal two-stop? Back to Infinity and the Illusion. Infinity still not having any DRS. DRS enabled next lap, I think, as he is now going for that P2 finish. He won. He didn't won last race. He won before that in one of the sprints. which is definitely definitely a big thing for him. He could be the one to get the illusion streak done, as the illusion. Okay, Javad, then wait just a second. I will send that Discord link for you. As Infinity is still looking forward to that second place, but cannot catch up to the illusion, unfortunately, as he is still. Mr. Kota gets another 3-second time penalty, and I just realized that the illusion got a 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane, which is, I mean, not a good sight to see, but also it is what it is. Unfortunately for him. As hopefully you can see the link now from me. Just tell me if you could join or not. As now Infinity has all the chances. He doesn't need to push anything and just needs to wait for the end of the race, and that will be a great achievement for him. As I didn't realize that Illusion actually had a 10-second time penalty, and I'm sorry for that. But Marius and Kota is fighting for that 4th place. I mean, only on the track, because Kota has 6 seconds of time penalties, and both Kota goes off the track and into the gravel traps again. After the accident with Powertwan, he now has an accident with Marius, and he is in the gravel trap after getting back up to 5th place, but gaining 2 3-second time penalties. He gets pushed into the gravel trap, and that is I mean, not a good sight to see for the Lithuanian people. Okay, sorry. As yellow sectors has merged, I think that was DMAG. Yes, it was DMAG. Something happened. Yes, his end plate is missing on his right side of his wing. What has happened there? And also a lot of dirt is in his side pods and on his car. Interesting sight to see. From DMAG, I mean, not really rare mistakes from DMAG. He is not the person who is very consistent with that. DMAG goes into the pits. He knows he has nothing to lose. Really, he is 6th and last on this race. As 6th is not really a bad position, but I think he will keep in mind that it is the last position of this race, and that's, I mean, not that good of a position to be in, unfortunately. Gaining a lot of points, but knowing that you didn't really work for it, because you got it from low attendance, not get a great place in your heart, probably. As now Infinity just now chilling and just looking forward to the end of the race and to get that 10-second time penalty as D-Max now into the gravel, and he's again spun out, and his end place is missing again. What has happened? We do not know. He's now not his right end plate, but his left end plate is missing, and he is getting a oversteer again. He gets over blue flagged from the Marius in the Alpine, and will get blue flag against Mr. Kota as well. His previous teammates not really getting the best taste of racing in this race. He was performing pretty good in the last race, but is not performing that good, as now Powertwan has gone into the pits again, and onto the mediums he goes at the end, at the start of the 30th or start of the 29th lap of this race, as now Infinity will have the biggest chance of winning a race in VDRL right here and right now. That is an actual race, not a sprint race, because he won in sprint races, didn't win in, I think, didn't win in actual races, unfortunately for him. Yes, he won once in a sprint race, but that was it for him this season. Now he has the biggest chance of winning a race in VDRL Season 5 right here and right now, because of Villusion's mistake, and because Villusion couldn't really keep his calm, I think. Okay, I will try to do that for you. We're not really seeing any things here. Okay, just sorry for 1 second here. Okay, hopefully now you can see it, as Mr. Kota is now pushing to get Marius off on the track, not off the track of course because of his 6-second time penalties, but he could be the one to appeal at that overtake, I mean, which was not really an overtake but more of a terrorist attack, as he is now pushing to get that place away from Marius, as D-Mac not really having a good time again, and he's in the wall. Powertran goes fastest and has gained almost 2 seconds on Infinity. Can he even get second place right now? Because it is very possible that he could, because of Villusion's 10-second time penalty. And if he does, that will be a very hard throw on Villusion's side. Now, I think Villusion is pushing as hard as he could, and Infinity realizes that and will now, I think, keep up the pace and not really lean back that much farther behind. As now he is going to I mean, keep his calm probably and just not push that hard, but still try to keep within a reasonable distance between Villusion and him. You know that he cannot make any mistakes. If he does, then that would be a win thrown away. He hopes that he doesn't do that within the next 5 laps of this race, or 4.5, as Marius and Mr. Kota battling it out on the track for 4th place. Is now Kota closer than ever to Marius. This could be the first of many fights in this rivalry. I mean, not first of many fights. It was already a rivalry at this point. A very close battles between those two. One of them signed to TDR. One of them is a up-and-coming prospect in this league, as Mr. Kota now looks for the inside. Will not find anything there though, as Marius still keeps his position on the outside. Now Mr. Kota is closer, as I said, closer than ever, very close to Marius. We have the DRS chance, as Dima gets a 10-second time penalty. His race gets even worse than it was before. With the 10-second, Marius didn't get overtaken, probably lost a lot of his ERS though. Very interesting to see. But now he will probably not have that much money left. Yes, he's on 37% though. Not bad at all. As he now goes and looks forward to I mean, probably defending again away from Kota, but he knows that he cannot piss off Kota that much and crash into him, because he is the league owner and he could do anything for him against him. He won't, because I think this is a fair league, but it's possible that the stewards could be very maybe a little bit more on Kota's side. As now Marius goes for the defending line again, as he will not get overtaken, but the switchback is on. It was on, but not turned on, as Marius still keeps his place in 4th place. As the 34th lap is going to go and not conclude, but it's going to be the end of it, because Illusion is going to finish it. And on to the penultimate lap he goes. He would go, but he gets another 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane, and that's all hopes lost for him. He will needs to go for 20 seconds of time penalties. That will be a long pit stop. Also, I don't think it was 20 seconds, it was 10 seconds more. D-Mac has left the session, and it's a DNF for him too. I don't know why he DNF'd. That would have been a great point system. His Infinity now will have the pressure of Powertwen if he catches up. He's only 2.9 seconds away from Infinity. Came from about 11 or 12 seconds away from Infinity up to 2 and 2.9, which is, I mean, just incredible to see from this guy. As my game has crashed, unfortunately. That is not a good sign. We could probably, I mean, think that, yeah, I'm sorry for that, everyone. This will not be, I mean, that is a very unfortunate thing to see, as my game crashed. Yeah, it is EA servers and whatnot, so that happens. Unfortunately, I am very sorry for that, because it would have been a good thing to see the first win of Infinity, but now it is going to be a salty end for the commentator from the commentator box, but we could, I think, we could say that Infinity probably won. Probably won the race. As I will try to join back up. Will not happen though, unfortunately. As hopefully, I mean, it's probably my PC or something, because we could see that it was not their PC. It just sucks that that they couldn't really do it, or I couldn't really commentate it all the way through. It's a very unfortunate sight to see. Hopefully, maybe someone can invite me back. Well, I'm very sorry for that every single viewers. That was unfortunate events that happened here in the last end of the race, but from the broadcast I think we could say that it was Infinity with his first win of this season, and that is a great sight to see, because yes, so I think the finishing end result is Infinity, and then that was Power12 who came out on second after a great comeback at the end. Unfortunately couldn't catch up to Infinity. That happens sometimes, unfortunately. It was definitely a very great climb back up to about only 3 seconds away from Infinity, and then the third was I think Marius, because of Illusion's penalties. So I think Marius came out on the third step of the podium, and then there was Mr. Quota, I think, in fourth, again because of Marius's penalties, or sorry, Illusion's penalties. As we are going to go hopefully for the interviews. As it was definitely a great race, and the top 4 was very close behind each other within the first part of the race. But after the pit stop, it very much went out, and not really. I mean, but it wasn't really that close. But I don't think there will be interviews because of that low attendance. Again, I am yes, Javad, it is very possible to join next race. I mean, maybe as a reserve driver, but most reserve drivers gets to race every single race. But as I think most of the teams are full, but as a reserve driver, you could still race. And on PC controls, not fishy plays. I mean, it's definitely possible, but if you are dirty, there would be repercussions and there would be penalties for you. So if you want, you can join, but definitely don't be dirty, as I think there will be maybe. Let me just give me a sec. So there will be interviews. So now I don't know who finished third. I think that was you, Marius, right? Marius?
Yeah, but Quota says he's getting his penalties removed, so I don't know.
Okay, so I don't know. So it was a great, I mean, not that good of a race for you, Marius, but it was a kind of a comeback after after the invalidation of some laps in qualifying. What is your whole thought on the whole race and everything?
I just messed up everything in qualifying, and then I got taken out by someone on lap 1 and completely spun around, lost like 10 seconds. But for some reason, basically everyone decided to two-stop, so I thought I had a chance at the win.
It was a very great effort from you, and sorry for the spun around, but congratulations on your race, and hopefully we see you next time.
Yeah.
And now on to the winner of this race, Infinity. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so a very good race from you. Unfortunately, we couldn't see the end because my game crashed because of the EA servers. Thank you, EA, for this very amazing game that it's a piece of shit anyways. So, very good race from you. What is your thoughts on winning a race in Season 5, apart from a sprint?
I mean, pretty good feeling. I mean, I had to do it at my best track. Because, like, Zandvort's like, I don't even know how bad the other people. Oh my god! I quit.
Okay, well, that was interesting. He was probably too, excited for the race win or very happy. But now on to Mr. Kota, not that lucky guy, fortunately. And so can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, hello.
Yeah, so we couldn't see where you finished at the end, but we saw that you got 6 seconds of time penalties. What happened with them, and what is your thoughts on the whole race?
Yeah, I mean, just like you said before, a very good game. Both of the times I boxed, I got 3 seconds while entering the pit entry. So, yeah, that's probably gonna get removed after I report it to the stewards. And yeah, I don't know, man. I just made a lot of mistakes. Fighting with Power Twan, I hit him and I spun, and then it was just damage limitation, I guess. I was just driving on my own, and yeah.
Yeah, we could see that it was a not that usual sight to see from you getting so much penalties. So good to hear that it wasn't from your own mistakes, but this beautiful game that EA has created. So yeah, a beautiful race from you two, and interesting battles from you and Powertwam, and also Marius. So very good, great race for you, and we'll see you next time also.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so now it is the end of this round in VDRL. I mean, it was a chaotic end at the end because of the game crashing and everything from this beautiful game that again EA has created. And thank you everyone for tuning in to this beautiful round of VDRL in Zandvort. If you want to join, then there's a link in the comment section right now. You can join and for the next race after you sign up. And it was me, Akohor, commentating this race, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.